Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of Bariatric Foodie Live. Wave hi, Shannon. Okay, so we're going to wait for folks to be able to... I clearly, foodies, this is a Nikki moment when I clearly ask somebody if they're going to be making a lot of noise coming into the house when I'm doing a live, and then they say no, and then they make noise. I love life. Hi, 4 people. That's 4 people. You can't see that, Shannon, but there's 4 people on the live so far, and hopefully there will be lots more. But we're going to go ahead and get started. I am so excited about starting this show. Are you excited, Shannon?
I'm super excited. I'm way excited.
Well, see, I feel like you're a really brave person because I come to you with like these crazy ideas for things that I want to do online, and you're just like, okay, cool, let's do it.
Yep, that's exactly.
Because guys, you just don't know. I came to Shannon like literally like I think it was like maybe 6 days ago, and I'm like, let's start a Facebook Live show. And Shannon was like, okay.
Sure. You might as well.
So I always start lives with, well, this is only our second live, so I can't really say I always start lives with you, but I always intend to start lives with you. Hi, everybody who's saying hi. Say hi as you come in. But I always intend to start lives with you guys by giving eternal praises to the lovely Shannon, because she is the day-to-day driving force behind the Bariatric Foodie Facebook page. She makes things happen. She posts. She makes sure that there is a discussion every day. She goes through and finds recipes that you guys might like to post in the evening. She listens to my rantings and ravings on Facebook Messenger. She's just all around great person, and I am so excited to co-host this show with you, Shannon. So,
I'm so glad to be here. I love working with Bariatric Foodie.
I know. One day I keep saying that Bariatric Foodie is one day we're going to take off, and I'm just going to like rescue Shannon from other forms of heinous employment, but we're not there yet, so we're getting there. So anyway, I think I should probably start off by telling them how we're going to work today. Okay, so we have a couple of different things planned. There is going to be time for you guys if you have a question, because I know sometimes folks log on and they have questions about post-op life or Bariatric Foodie or a particular recipe or a kind of food or whatever you have a question about. We're going to do the questions, but we're going to, when we're sort of in what we're doing, we may not see your questions. So if you ask a question and we don't get to it, there's going to be a question section. So don't get too mad at us. There's going to be a question section, and you'll be able to ask those questions again, and we'll be actively, or I'll at least be actively looking, because I'm not sure if on this platform Shannon can even see the questions, but I'll read the questions. Okay. And we will be happy to answer them. But I just wanted to let you guys know that. Second thing I wanted to let you guys know is that my internet has a funky habit of being really shoddy when I'm trying to do a live. It'll be like super high speed any other time of the day, and then I go live and it's like it got stuck on some molasses syrup or whatever. So I don't know why that happens, but if it happens, I apologize. I really hope it doesn't happen. Knock on wood, it won't happen. The third thing is, so what we're going to talk about tonight, we're going to talk about several things. And the first thing that I want to talk about, and it sort of got brought home to me by a comment that was on the page today. And I was gonna be contrived and ask Shannon, did you see the comment? But let's be real. I messaged Shannon about this comment that we got on the page, because I had to gut check it, because, okay, here's the deal. When somebody says something, there's 2 things going on. There is what the person says and what you heard. And so sometimes those things aren't the same. And so for me, in order to, run this page effectively and not offend multiple people on a day-to-day basis, sometimes I have to check with other people to make sure, that I'm responding appropriately to different comments that are made. So I messaged Shannon because this morning I was in the car. I was, it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday I was in the car. I decided to make up a little video promoting this premiere of this live show, right? And so it was the morning. I was dropping my boyfriend off somewhere. It wasn't really that big of a deal. I had my hair pulled back. My wig was kind of a mess. I brushed it out for y'all today, y'all. And just to head off any questions from new foodies, I wear a wig because I have alopecia totalis. So I don't actually have real hair of my own that has nothing to do with bariatric surgery. I had it before bariatric surgery, so I cannot speak that much to bariatric hair loss because I had no hair. Boom. That was very succinct. So anyway, I had my hair back in the little ponytail and everything. My wig was kind of a mess. And I shoot this little, like, I don't know what it was, like maybe 45-second video saying, hey, we're doing the live. Check it out. 8:30 p.m. Bariatric Foodie, right? And so today I go onto the page. I pop onto the page 3 or 4 times a day and, you know, respond and look and see what's going on and all that good stuff. Spy on Shannon. And somebody made the comment. And first, I want to point out, this is very important. I am going over this comment not to put a dig at the person who said it. It is not, this story is not about the person who said it. It is about my reaction to the person who said it. So, you know, that was this is what I think about what they said. That's not the point here, okay, before I tell you this. So I go onto the video, and somebody posted something to the effect of, is there a reason why you don't wear makeup and lip gloss? And so I went through like 4 different thoughts here. I'm like, well, first I took the question as it was. It's like, oh yeah, well, you know, that's because of this, and this. But then I was like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
What you trying to say? Mm-hmm. So at this point, that's when I pull back. This is when I disengage. This is when I text Shannon on Facebook Messenger. I'm like, Shannon, tell me that there could be an innocent reason for somebody asking this. And Shannon sort of talked me down off the ledge. And then another foodie named Conica talked me down because I had like 3 different chat boxes open about this because I was not sure whether or not I was supposed to be offended or not. So I decided that it might be an honest question because I'm hopping on video and I'm talking about doing a Facebook Live show. I decided to be grateful that this person noticed that I never wear makeup, not just today, but that I never wear makeup or lip gloss. And I decided to make sure to, you know, give that person the benefit of the doubt because people aren't, you know, stuff gets lost in translation when you're texting people online. And so my response to that, and my response still is that, you know, I don't know how to respond to this without sounding like uppity. But basically, the reason why I never wear makeup is because I like my face. And that's not saying that people who wear makeup don't like their face. I don't think that at all. But I like my face naked. I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, you're pretty damn cute. So that's the reason why I don't tend to wear makeup. I'm not going to make myself uncomfortable and, you know, wear something that I don't want to be wearing when I'm okay with how I look in the mirror. I do like wash my face and sort of do like hot compress and everything because I am 40 years old now. And so my face is starting to look like a 40-year-old, which is okay. But yes, y'all, I woke up like this. So anyway, this is a good segue though. Yes.
I made this. Like,
yes, let's do the snaps, Shannon, the snaps. Okay. All right. Oh, Shannon had the stank face too.
But I did not wake up with it. I put on makeup because I like makeup.
Yes. And that's the thing. That was Shannon's reply was like, well, tell people that I wear enough makeup for the both of us. And so it was like one of those things. And like I said, this is not a dig on the person who said it at all. So, you know, you know, if it was you, don't go on a rampage against me. I say that to say that there are certain things people can say to each other and certain things that post-ops can say to each other that can easily be misperceived. Mm-hmm. Because those things can be misperceived, maybe we want to take pause before we say those things. So in the vein of that, every show, Shannon and I are going to be doing like a top 5 something. So today's top 5 is, I feel like there should be a drum roll, but no. Okay. Today's top 5 is, if I can get the thing up, the top 5 things post-ops should stop saying to each other. Now, when I say stop saying to each other, everything we're going to outline are things that could have good intentions. And so we are going to give you a little bit of context on why we put these things on our list. And when I say stop, I sort of mean stop in the context of stop, but also of what we're saying, but also maybe just take pause before you say this to another post-op, because they may take it in a way that is not helpful or productive or in any way the way you meant it. So jumping in to the first thing, this is not in any particular order, so it's not going in reverse order to the worst thing. We just each picked a couple things, and that's just the way it's going to go. Okay, so I'm going to go first, Shannon. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the first one, you can eat that? I get this comment so much, Shannon.
Mm-hmm.
I get it on Instagram. I get it on Facebook.
Oh.
Okay, first and foremost, I'm going to answer this question. Yes, I can eat that. If I took a picture of it, I could eat it. I may not have ate the whole thing, but I am capable of eating quite a large amount. I'm capable of eating more than actually what I actually do eat on a day-to-day basis. I eat, good bariatric portions. I measure out my food, but I'm capable, and I've gone off the ledge several times, so I know that I'm capable of eating way more than I choose to on a given day. But the reason why I say that this is something that we should stop saying to each other or give a very long pause is because you don't know what somebody else's surgical program told them they could do. So if you're on a quarter cup plan and somebody else is on a half cup plan, and you see them eating a half a cup and you're all shocked and amazed that they're eating a half a cup, if they were told to eat a half a cup, that's okay. What that does, because there is the difference between what people say and what the other person hears. So what you said was, you can eat that, and you might be in fact saying you're allowed to eat that, or hey, I feel really restricted, I can't eat that much, or whatever it is that you mean when you say that. But what the other person hears is you're eating too much. And one thing that I will go down with the ship saying that bariatric post-ops are susceptible to is eating disorders, because of the fact that our natural eating cues are thrown off. We don't have those cues from our stomach that we're hungry anymore. Sometimes we're capable of eating more than we did over time. Sometimes we're capable of eating way more than other post-ops. We're constantly comparing ourselves to each other. We're very susceptible to eating disorders. That is one of those things that can trigger somebody in a very bad way. So think about why you're asking somebody that before you ask them that. I would argue that we should almost never say that to each other, but I don't know. You guys can weigh in on the comments if there's an appropriate way or time to say that to one another where it's not going to be misconstrued or hurt somebody's feelings or whatever. Because there very well could be. But in my opinion, that's just one of those things. Pause. Think about what you're going to say before you say it. Would you agree, Shannon?
I would agree with that.
Okay, so let's go to, wait a minute, hold up. Next is going to be Shannon. Let's see, let me show it.
Okay, so I said that we should stop saying my surgeon doesn't allow X, Y, or Z in the context of my surgeon doesn't allow us to use straws, or my surgeon doesn't allow us to have such and such vegetables, or whatever. I just think that is a really scary place to put another person in, because then they start thinking, well, why is my surgeon allowing me to do this and theirs is not? And it kind of puts a little bit of doubt. It casts that, that feeling of maybe I didn't get a fair shake here, and it can be really, really damaging to a person staying with their own plan.
Yeah. And the thing about that is that sometimes surgeons don't allow things that are pretty standard in the bariatric world, like protein shakes. Some surgeons don't allow their patients to do protein shakes. And so, when somebody says my surgeon doesn't allow that, it's okay. Your surgeon is the gospel for you. Your surgeon is not the gospel for me, because he or she is not my surgeon. So I think, both of those points come back to every program is different, and, we should stick with the plan that we were given by our particular professionals.
Exactly.
Okay, so moving right along. Okay, so my next one goes out especially to long-termers. And some of you may not have said this, but I've seen it enough times on bulletin boards to know that a fair number of long-termers say this. which is that sort of, and not just this one, but, you know, just wait till you get your hunger back, or just wait 2 years. You'll see how hard it is. Now, I feel like this comes from a place of, because if you guys participated in the Bariatric Foodie Pledge at all, I did a webcast where I talked about the stages of bariatric, sort of psychological stages after bariatric surgery. Was in no way scientific. However, I did talk about it. And basically, one of those stages was I called the bariatric asshole phase. Sorry if there's any kids around. Sorry. I should have warned you that I was going to say that. Anyway, that phase is where people are, you know, losing weight. They're getting kind of cocky, and they say things that may be inherently insensitive, right? Well, sometimes after that, you hit the struggle phase. And once you hit the struggle phase, it's like you're looking back at, you know, these newbies who maybe are in, you know, the bariatric asshole phase, let's just be honest. And you're like, well, just wait until you're 3 years out. You'll see. Ooh, that was an ugly face too. You'll see what I'm talking about. You will get hungry. You will eat carbs. You will, you know, look, stop it. Stop that. Number one, everybody has to go through their bariatric process and their bariatric post-op development on their own. Number two, we're not all the same. We have similar experiences, but we're not all the same. I know a couple of people who are way out. I'm very jealous of them, who are completely on plan, never went off plan. Their hunger is in check. They're maintaining their weight. They're doing okay. Like I said, I'm very jealous of them because I was on the struggle bus, but whatever. So that's one of those things that I just think, take pause before you say that. I know that you want to let people know that, yes, you know, if they're being obnoxious and they're like, I don't know how anybody gains weight, you know, you know, I feel like we should be more open and honest about our conversations and say, look, this surgery is, you know, it has great benefits, but the benefits don't always last forever. You should be a little bit more sensitive to people who have regained, and, you know, not be so incredulous. You got here the same way I got here on the operating table, by being a bigger person who needed to change your life. So anyway, okay. So Shannon, what your next one?
My next thing you should never say to another post-op is, when I was blank weeks, months, years post-op, I was running 4 miles a day, or I was still staying with certain amount of portions, or, you know, whatever it happens to be. And I just think that it kind of goes back to your previous top thing, not to say, is that we're all different. And, you know, at 1 year post-op, I was getting my gallbladder removed, and like almost to this day, this month, that I was getting my gallbladder removed, and I was in no fit state to be running anywhere because I was in pain and I was recovering from surgery again. And you know, everybody's process is completely different. Some people have major complications right after, and some people just, you know, some things never really happen for other post-ops, and it really is unfair to put that pressure on them to be judging themselves against anyone else, because it really is your own personal journey. So when you're, you know, I was this many months post-op and I wasn't eating that, you know, that's
don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself. Yeah. Don't compare your past self. Don't compare your present self. Don't compare your future self, because you are different from the other person. Okay, moving right along. Okay, so my last one. It's kind of unfair that I got 3 and you got 2. Next week you'll get 3 and I'll get 2. Okay, cool. This one, I did one for the long-termers, so I got to do one for the newbies. I don't know. Shout out if you're a newbie here. Is for newbies. And here's the deal, is people have said this to me before, and I look at them like, so tell me how to avoid regain. Like, Nikki, now what a person says and what a person hears. Okay, so what I hear when somebody asks me specifically how to avoid regain is not necessarily the same. It depends on what context. If they're asking about on Bariatric Foodie, it may be just because I've been writing about this a long time and I see this a long time. But if I'm at like support group where somebody doesn't really like follow Bariatric Foodie Heavy like that or something like that, and somebody says that to me, what I hear is, obviously you have regained. Help me to avoid your fate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for this one, there is a slightly better question that you can ask. You can ask somebody, I think it's safe to ask somebody what their struggles have been over the years. What has been the hardest part for you about being bariatric post-op? What has been the hardest part of maintaining the weight you've lost? Things like that. I should put in here the thing about we're very apt to share our weight, but it's like somebody asked me what I weighed the other day, and I was like, none of your business. And it's not because I'm ashamed; it's because it's none of your business. But you know, what kind of struggles have you had? What has been the hardest part? Because that's going to get you to the same information that you wanted to know. It's just a way of asking that doesn't marginalize the person that you're asking. So, with that. That is our 5 things for this week. We're going to come back with 5 things next week, and it's going to be awesome. But right now, it is time to move into what is bound to be my favorite part of this broadcast tonight. Because, number one, okay, first of all, can I tell you guys, I have been like on this whole kick of trying to drink more water, and I found out that the recommendations from the American Dietary Association, I think, or Surgeon General or whatever, is now 72 ounces. So then I've been gung-ho on the 72 ounces thing. I went to the bathroom like 457 times today. But I'm grateful today for all of that water for what we're about to do next. I also saved a little bit of an appetite. Did you save an appetite, Shannon? You saved an appetite. Because we have, I don't know if you're going to hold yours up or not. I still have mine in the package. So we are going to move on to the live review section of this live, and we are going to review the BariatricPal Protein Chips.
There's a bunch.
I know. There's Alex Retcher, who is the owner of BariatricPal, he is the exclusive sponsor of Bariatric Foodie Live. So be sure to tell him, hey, and how you doing, and thank you for sponsoring the show. You might hear my dog in the background because for some reason, I think he wants some chips. My dog is like a car. So, so if he barks, forgive me. But yeah, he sent us chips. Let's just review the flavors. Okay, so I have, let's make sure we have the same thing, Shannon. I have dill pickle. Okay, there we go, dill pickle. I have sea salt and vinegar. Okay, check. My dog is like seriously like, give me a chip. I have barbecue crunch. Okay. I have ranch crunch. And then I have pizza crunch. Yay! Okay, so guys who are watching, which one should we try first out of the ones that you saw? I mean, we're still going to pick it, but we'd like to know your opinion. There's no way to count, like, what they think we should. It's like if we had like a voting button. We're not that advanced yet, which reminds me that, Shannon, we're going to look back like a year from now when we're still doing this show and it's fabulously exciting and wonderfully popular. And we're going to look at this pilot show and we're going to just be like, oh my gosh,
this is crazy.
This was so ghetto. So, yeah. But we're coming at you with better technology. We're coming at you with better stuff. Just hold on. We just wanted to press go and do. The dog has now gone to the other side of the table trying to get a chip. Okay, so one thing I did want to point out is Alex sent us these chips quite a while ago because this show was supposed to start quite a while ago. I mean, they're sealed, so I think they should still be good to go. I hope they're not stale. But if they are, it's not Alex's fault because it's my fault for holding on to them. It seems like people want us to try the pizza first. So let's do the pizza first, okay? Okay. I'm not sure how we're rating this on because I don't like I don't want to mention other brand names, but there's another type of protein chip on the market from a company that also makes protein bars. that I don't enjoy very much because it's like a piece of styrofoam and a communion wafer got busy and had a baby. I said that. Shannon, did you already taste the chip?
No.
Okay, all right, I got a chip in my hand. Let's see. Where the hell is the camera? This is the chip. It's crinkly. Okay. All right, on the count of 3. Oh, wait a minute, we gotta smell it. Does it smell like pizza? It smells like pizza spice.
Like, yeah. Kind of reminds me of a combo. Like,
okay.
Like the pizza combo.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just give it a bite. I will say it's not like a styrofoam wafer and a communion wafer had a baby. It is very, very crunchy though.
Not as pizza.
It's like pizza sauce.
Yeah, but not as pizza-y as I thought it would taste. Like I was expecting, like
not
hitting
overly tomato-y, but it wasn't bad. I can rock with this. Hold on, let me.
Need a little.
I had to go over to the microphone and crunch so y'all can get the crunch. Anyway, okay. So let's see. This is 130 calories for the bag, 4 grams of fat, 16 grams of carbs, 5 grams of fiber, so 11 net grams of carbs, and 10 grams of protein in this bag. So do what you will with that.
Question come up. We had a question come up about film on your tongue. I don't have any kind of like a film or anything on your tongue.
Yeah, no, me either. It actually went down pretty good. It wasn't like light crunchy. It was sort of a heavy crunch, kind of like a kettle chip.
Yeah.
You know how the kettle chip, like a regular potato chip, is really light, but the kettle chip is like a little bit heavier. Cindy, hold your. You might have missed the beginning, but it's easy to miss questions when we're doing the live review. So hold on to that question because we're going to do question and answer in a minute. Okay. Which one should we do next, Shannon?
Can I take a drink first?
You were smart enough to bring a drink. My drink is.
Let's do the salt and vinegar.
Okay. They gotta come correct with this because I was a salt and vinegar.
I love salt.
I love the kind of like, it makes your lips pucker up. You're like, and your lips get all shriveled up like a raisin and everything. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, it smells like salt and vinegar. Like, smell the bag. Smell in the bag. Oh, yeah. And it's coated, so it looks like it's well coated.
Yeah.
Why do I always pick out these gnarly chips that look like, gargoyles or the Hunchback of Notre Dame or something like that? I don't know. Anyway, yeah. It's kind of like, yeah. Anyway, is the stats the same? Yes, the stats are, this one only has 14 grams of carbs and 5 grams of fiber, so 9 net grams of carbs with 10 grams of protein. Okay, I'm gonna taste it. It's not the most sour that I've ever seen, but the vinegar is there. The vinegar is there.
It reminds me more of a sour cream and onion, kind of.
Ooh.
I kind of get that from it. Not so much a salt and vinegar. It's kind of sweet.
I get the vinegar, but it's okay. Okay. Can I just admit something right now? I'm really enjoying because the coating on them is really good. So as I take it in my mouth, I'm just like slide and chip back so that I'm like licking them. Okay, look, I'm giving my dog a protein chip, okay? And then he's gonna leave me alone.
I wish they were more vinegary because I love that. But
okay, here's the thing about my dog is he will bark for snacks, and then when you try to give him the snack, he's like, let me think about it. Anyway,
but
all right. So wait a minute.
I like the crunchiness of these so far.
Yeah.
Like I really
well on the crunch. It's just they could maybe turn up some of the flavorings a notch or two. Okay. So ranch crunch. I heard a bunch of people say ranch crunch. Marianne, no, he did not eat the chips. He walked away. So no, you get no chips. The interesting thing is I let him out right before this live broadcast, so he doesn't have to go out. I think he just knows. I think he sees food and then he sniffs it and then he's like, yeah. Anyway, this is the ranch crunch. I don't smell anything.
Me, I don't smell it. I don't smell anything.
I did get sort of a faint whiff of it. Stick your head like all the way in the bag.
Okay, now I did. Like, yeah, you gotta really.
It's like when they tell you to put your oxygen mask on first.
Do they see what we do for them? We stick our heads all the way into a bag.
All the way in the bag, people. Oh. We do this for you. Okay, so you ready? Okay. All right. I think I
like that one.
Chip in the bag. See, hold on. Let me get a second one. Okay. Okay. Yeah. See. Well, this is very nice and ranchy. Okay. So, it's progressive. The chips, they're progressive. Okay. Like I said, I'm loving the crunch. I'm putting these aside because I'm totally gonna nosh on them over the next few days. I'm trying to conserve. We may, Alex just sent us these 5 bags, so we gotta make it last, Shannon.
I know.
Okay, so we're between the barbecue crunch and the dill crinkles. Dill pickle crinkle, look, whatever. I say we do the barbecue next. You down?
Okay. I'm with you on that.
Okay. So, here we go. I'm gonna do the ranch. Oh, not the ranch, the barbecue crunch. Okay. Well, it certainly looks like barbecue.
Yeah.
This is another one of those stick your head in the bag that. Because when you go in there, it's like you can smell it. It's like, don't be alarmed.
Smoky, though.
Don't be alarmed if you don't see the bag inflating. Air is flowing. Shan, that's how you're gonna be on the plane to OAC. You're gonna be anyway. All righty. Let's. Wait a minute. I gotta pick the right chip this time. Hold up. Okay, this one is very well coated. Okay, there we go. Well, mine, you can't really see the color. I'm gonna work on getting a better camera for this, but this is very looks very barbecue.
Very barbecue.
Okay, is this the right? No, this is the right chip. Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm getting barbecue. Now here's the thing. It's sort of lighter than a regular barbecue, but I don't actually mind that because I feel like most barbecue chips are obnoxiously barbecue.
I agree. I agree.
This is all over your fingers and your whole mouth is turned red and
there's an overarching kind of sweetness to all of these chips though, but that really I like the slightly sweet flavor on this.
Sweet salty combo. I think it's what are these damn things made of? Okay. Let's see. Let's see his name. Potato. So they do have potato in them. There are 14 grams of carbs, 5 grams of dietary fiber, so 9 net grams of carb. And then there's actual barbecue sauce on them. Okay, so that's one reason. Okay. So, all right, last but not least, keep it moving. We have the dill crinkles. Yeah, I gotta come correct with these dill crinkles. I am a dill lover, Shannon. Do you like dill?
I do.
I like dill. We even posted the refrigerator pickles the other day. So go and make yourself pickles. Whoa. Yeah, that's dill. You don't even have to stick your nose all the way in there. You can just that's dill. Okay.
I did stick my whole head into the bag and got a lot of dill.
French fries. That's so cute. They're like, oh, that's so cute. Okay. So, all right. All right, let me pick the right one because these ones have green flecks, which I'm going to assume is the dill. So I need them to come correct with this dill. Okay. Ready, set.
This is, this is what I was expecting the salt and vinegar to be.
This is dilly.
Right, except it's
Debbie, we're going to go back over that in a second. Don't worry. Or somebody on the live can help you out, but we're going to go back over that in a second.
This is what I expected the salt and vinegar to be. Oh, that's my mother. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Shannon's mom. Oh, my goodness. I'm so honored. Yay! Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you just joining, sorry, I'm eating and talking at the same time. I'm very rude. For those of you just joining, we are reviewing BariatricPal protein chips, which can be procured at store.bariatricpal.com. But at the end of this broadcast, we're going to go over how you can possibly win some for yourself. But first, Shannon and I have to go head to head on a simple recipe challenge. Now, when we do a review, you might have seen the BiPro review. We showed you a way you could use the BiPro berry water aside from just drinking it. So our goal is to give you stuff to do with the products that we are reviewing. So today we decided to go head to head and each think of a dip to dip the chip. Okay? We'll go over which one we like best in a minute. But a dip to dip the chip. Who should go first, Shannon? Should I go first? Should you go first? Who should go first?
You go first.
I'm kind of nervous.
You go first.
You sound a little too damn confident.
Go first. I dare you to go first.
Okay, I will go first. Okay. All right. So for my dip, I decided to keep it simple because my recipes can sometimes, especially if you look back, way back in the Bariatric Foodie archives, my recipes can be a little bit too ingredient heavy and have too many damn steps. I challenge myself personally not to get too complicated with my dip, guys. I am keeping it simple. I hear your cries like, Nikki, that's too many damn ingredients. So I actually made a protein onion dip. Let me pull back from the camera because it's really white on the camera. You can't really see it, but there's like little flecks and yeah. So I made something over that so you can shade it. Okay, protein onion dip. So the ingredients in this protein onion dip, and I will post this when I post the replay, but this protein onion dip has Greek yogurt. I put 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. I put a half a teaspoon of unflavored protein powder just to amp it up a little bit, but you don't want too much protein powder because then it's going to get gritty. But I used Greek yogurt and I made sure to get some of the whey liquid in here, and I mixed it up with about a half a teaspoon of the protein powder, unflavored. And then I put in a generous sprinkle of salt. I love salt. I have low blood pressure, so I'm allowed to. Generous sprinkle of salt, and then an even more generous sprinkle of onion powder. And really, that's the essence of what onion dip is. You can put garlic powder in there if you want to. I did not. And then because I love dill so much, I garnished it with dill. So, okay. So that's mine. We'll taste our dips in a minute. But Shannon, what you got?
Okay, so I did a sun-dried tomato and basil dip.
Mm-hmm.
And I took 2 cloves of garlic and some sun-dried tomatoes that were in olive oil. I took a little bit of the olive oil and the garlic, and I minced it up, put that in a pan just to like get it fragrant. And then I took half a block of the third less fat, like cream cheese. I can never say the word, the new fato cheese, and a little bit of Greek yogurt, and I mixed that together. I added the tomato, some fresh basil, some Parmesan cheese, and that was it, I think. Yeah, that was it. So basil, tomato, garlic, the little bit of cream cheese, and Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt, mix that all together. And that's what I got.
So essentially you became Nikki because of this.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
I'm trying to keep it simple. You became me. So when I'm not, you become me because we're just so symbiotic. Okay.
Right. Apparently.
Okay. So that's your entry.
Well, I got a little bit creative and I made 2 dips. And I was trying to say, okay, which dip do I like better? But I really like them both. So I have another dip sitting right next to me. And this one is a warmed up dip.
Okay, wait a minute. First of all, let me just make sure I understand you correctly. We had a head-to-head challenge, and you actually made 2 things for the head-to-head challenge.
Yep, head-to-head to head.
Okay, fine. Which other little dip?
Yeah. And I put it in my little...
No, this is not fair. We're about to ask people to vote on this, and you got a mini damn crock pot. Oh my gosh, I don't stand a chance here.
And
I don't stand a chance. Okay, what is the dip?
The best part about this dip
Where
is
did you even get that crock pot, Shannon?
The best part is that I used some leftovers that my mother made. She sent me home with leftovers for my son's birthday. She had some barbecue beef. We had barbecue beef sandwiches. And I did a spin on the buffalo chicken dip. And it's basically buffalo chicken dip, except it is barbecued beef.
Oh, up a little bit more. Let me see. There you go.
Barbecue beef
dip.
So it's shredded barbecue beef with the cream cheese, a little bit of Kobe cheese, and then I just mixed it all together, put it in the little dipper, and let it warm up.
Okay, well, look, I'm going to abdicate this one to you, Shannon. You clearly won, okay? You won. Came correct. 57 dips, and then came in here with the dips, okay? Anyway. We're going to ask you guys to vote, but I'm not even going to do that because she has a freaking little mini crock pot that's like this, and how can I compete with that? I can't compete with that. Okay? All right, so we're going to, what flavor are you going to taste your chip with?
I'm going to do ranch.
Okay. I'm going to do mine with sea salt and vinegar. Okay. And let's see, because chip and dip is like one of those favorites from back in the day. I'm dipping the chip. I would like for y'all to notice that the dip is like thick. It's a thick thing.
Yeah, mine is really thick too.
Oh, I like that. I hit that. That might even keep me away from the Doritos. Okay, so we were asked which of these flavors. By the way, Shannon won the first head-to-head challenge. Let's all give her a round of applause. I'm declaring her the winner. We're not even gonna vote on it because I'm not getting embarrassed tonight. So, that's how you know I'm over it, because I just okay. So, Shannon, what was your favorite flavor?
The dill pickle.
Okay, dill pickle is officially Shannon's favorite. I'm gonna have to say that this is a hard decision. I think the ranch. I think the ranch crunch is my favorite because
they were very good,
ranchy, and I think actually, I think the ranch crunch might go good with. I'm just making an excuse to get more dip that way.
Yep.
So yeah,
Gina said she liked they didn't break. When you dipped into the thick dip, the chips didn't break, which I really appreciate.
Say that in the comments. Oh my gosh, you guys were like,
I saw it pop up, so I really appreciate that too, because there's nothing that makes me more frustrated than those chips. They just, and then you're like, or it's in your dip. I don't like that. So I love that it didn't.
Shannon, we have to tell people. Oh snap! Why do I still have this comment on? Okay, we have to tell people how they can win some of their own. BariatricPal is the exclusive sponsor of Bariatric Foodie Live. Every month, we're going to be reviewing a new product, which means next month we'll be back at you with a new product. But every time they review a product, they are doing a giveaway. They are going to give 3 people some protein chips. I believe it's the sampler pack. I should have checked, but I believe it's the same sampler pack that we got here. So entering is going to be super duper easy. Now, here's the thing. I do not want you guys to herd away from this live broadcast to do this. I want you guys to stay with me, okay? But I'm going to show you the link, and I'm going to leave the link up because I want you to go there. Super duper simple. You're going to go to bariatricfoodie.com/foodie chips. The entry period for the giveaway is going to last through Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you have time. You can stay on this live. Basically, all you have to do is sign up for updates from Bariatric Foodie and BariatricPal, and you are entered. So you'll go to the page, you'll put in your first name and your email, and that is what you will do. You will be entered to win. The winner is going to be announced via social media and email on Monday. And if you enter this contest, you are on my email list. Okay, that puts you on the email list. The other thing I wanted to mention, though, is that when you enter the contest, be sure to follow the instructions that you're given. You'll be given some instructions after you press your entry, because once you follow those instructions, you're also going to come to a 25% discount on BariatricPal chips. Now, for those of you who don't want to enter, or for those of you who the internet acts wonky and you never get to the page with the discount, we will announce the discount on Monday. But for now, to get it, you got to enter the contest. So, bariatricfoodie.com/foodie chips. And that is how that will go down. What else should I say? I should say that the entry is US only, 50 US only. That is mostly because I'm relying on the sponsor who ships in the US to ship this. However, I'm looking to replenish the International Foodie Fund, which is, I replenish it from sales from my site, which might be a good time to mention that zucchini season is coming up. I conveniently forgot to put my copy of Oodles of Zoodles next to me. But if you are a pasta lover my cat now, see his tail, on a low carb plan, Oodles of Zoodles is going to provide for you some good options that use zucchini instead of pasta. Super easy recipe, super tasty. Dear cat, why do you do this? Why do you do this, man? So every time I'm on the computer, it never fails. He tries to make love to the computer. Okay, so Oodles of Zoodles, bariatricfoodie.com/zoodles, ZOODLES. So if you need ideas for spiralizing vegetables, go get Oodles of Zoodles at bariatricfoodie.com/zoodles. And you'll get some ideas, and you'll be helping to replenish the International Foodie Fund. So
always,
that is always a good thing. Okay, so we're now at the part where we're gonna kick it back to you guys in the audience. Does anybody have any questions? Is there a question that you asked during the live that we didn't see? Is there a question that you have about anything in life? Now, while we're waiting for the questions to come in and I'm fighting my cat, Shannon, I had to show you, I made a trip, and I'm going to be keeping an eye on the comments for questions too. I made a trip to the Amish market this past weekend, and the Amish market is where I get all of my spices, and spices make me so happy, but the Amish sell them like super cheap in like really big bulk quantities. And so it's like, I got to go to, so I wanted to show you my Amish market haul while we're waiting to see if there's any questions. So let me see, where am I going to start? There's actually really only 3 things that I want to show you guys. First is, I really love this stuff. It is ground chipotle pepper. You want heat on something and smokiness of chipotle mayo, chipotle anything else, you're going to get the ground chipotle pepper. Marianne has a question. Do you think they would work on chicken as a coating? Yes, you would just need to run them either through a bullet blender or a food processor to crush them into crumbs. And then you would, you just, tenderize your chicken however you want to. My suggestion is I always marinate chicken in a combination of whatever spices you want them in at the end, and then Greek yogurt in a baggie. Shannon has something to say. I
was also thinking that it would be really good. The specials with the crunched up stuff on top, like red pepper, the ranch chips would be really good on like a casserole. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Ooh, okay. Linda Voorhees, your mom said, is this for bariatric only, or do you also work with dieters? Anybody who wants to be in the Foodie Nation can be in the Foodie Nation. Our primary audience is bariatric folks, but we're never going to kick out anybody who wants to eat healthfully. So there you go. So getting back to what I was saying though, is like, so you would fry it as normal, like even like if you were doing any other crumb coating, and it's fine. So any other questions? As I show you my second thing I'm obsessed with from the Amish market, which is smoked paprika, people. I love the color of smoked paprika, but then I just like putting it in stuff because it makes it taste bacony. Okay. Do they dry out your mouth like that other brand? It didn't dry out my mouth. No.
I had a drink here and I was drinking, but just to get the flavors.
Yeah, because they're well flavored, which means that they're not overly salty, but they're salty. So yeah, have a little, I don't know, piece of fruit or something as a palate cleanser if you want to. Do they have an aftertaste, Shannon?
Not that I can. No, I mean, I don't think that
I don't think they have an aftertaste, but there is potato starch in them, and so I sort of get like that sort of lingering potato starchness.
Yeah.
That's.
I wouldn't. Yeah. That's not like out of the ordinary for a chip. Yeah. Sometimes with that kind of stuff in it, you get that, But it's not. There's not a bad aftertaste or anything like that.
Yeah, I appreciate the fact that it doesn't have soy in it, because I do have to watch my soy intake now, which makes me really sad. I can't crack out on edamame anymore. And for those of you who are just joining us, you'll hear me say this ad nauseum because I am committed to women being empowered and knowledgeable. I developed an early stage of breast cancer last year. And thankfully it was resolved through having a bilateral mastectomy, but it was a hormone responsive cancer, and I was told not to go bonkers on soy. Basically, that's one of those things that, moderation like anything else. So anyway, any other questions? I think the only other spice that I have is, the dill that I use, but the thing I wanted to point out about this is it says Egyptian dillweed. I'm not exactly sure what. I didn't even know that they specialized in dillweed in Egypt, but whatever.
And how did the Amish get it?
And Mr. Yoder had that Egyptian dillweed. God bless him. All right, so. I'm gonna go in once to the questions. Okay. Is your name? It says Coffee Alley. Is your first name Coffee, or is that a nickname and your name is Alley? None of my business. Any heat to any of the flavors? No. No heat. But I definitely think that would be awesome, and that might be something to consider when you're making yourself a little protein dip. If you like heat, to make like a jalapeno dip or make a chipotle dip, or something like that. Oh, your nickname because you love coffee. I love coffee too. Fist pump. Fist pump. All right. So going once, going twice with questions because we're going on an hour. I think I was unrealistic in thinking this was going to be a 30-minute show, but it's okay because I love hanging out with Shannon and I love hanging out with you guys. And so that's awesome. Going once, going twice with asking us anything that you want. I don't see any questions, Shannon. Not even from your mom.
No.
Okay, so I want you guys from this live broadcast, as soon as I end it, to go to bariatricfoodie.com/foodie chips. We're going to post that right after we end this broadcast. I want you to enter the contest. 3 people are going to win their sampler pack of BariatricPal chips to try for yourself, and let us know and everybody else know what you think. Donna, I'm not exactly sure what you mean about what's the NOLA plan. I am going to New Orleans in August for the OAC Your Weight Matters convention. That's the plan. Anyway, I'm going to end this broadcast because I want to, I want to keep it to an hour at least. I don't want to go over an hour. Thank you, Shannon. And we will be back next week, so be sure to put it on your calendars. Next week, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bariatric Foodie Live. It is a thing now. It's a thing. My God. Oh my goodness.